welcome back to my YouTube channel. So the other day me and Connor ended up, it's okay, you can come in. How did it go?
Yeah, I'll have to wait for my results.
You don't find out straight away? Well, basically we've been thinking about moving out for like a while, but the other day we found ourselves just driving past a house that was on Rightmove to rent in Newcastle, and randomly the estate agent was outside, so I ended up viewing it, and I'm going to insert those clips here.
Cool.
So we've ended up viewing a property sporadically. We were just driving around an area and the estate agent was there. So he's like, do you want to view it? And we're like, yes, why not? So this is our first viewing. He loves it.
So we're just on our way back now.
Sporadically ended up viewing two houses that we had seen to rent on Rightmove. I'd just seen one, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we just were going to have a look outside because we hadn't considered living in Newcastle. But we always said we're going to live in Manchester. It's like middle of the way between me and Connor.
It's like a new city for both of us as well.
And we were just like, that's it. But you know, we've had a look and we're all going to be viewing some next week. Some really nice properties, but they're going to be apartments and they're going to be city centre.
Yeah.
So that we can kind of experience Manchester's social scene, whatever. But just out of curiosity, we had a look because you can get like quite a bit more for your money in Newcastle.
Yeah.
We've seen this house, brand new to rent. And we just thought we'd drive past, see what it's like. And as we were pulled up, call it coincidence, call it fate, the estate agent was outside asking if we were the 5 o'clock viewing, and we were like, no. And he's like, well, they haven't turned up, so do you want to view it? And we're like,
why not, innit? Well, we literally just booked because we pulled up outside the buildings, and we thought, oh, we'll call the estate agent and see if we can have a viewing. And they said, oh, we'll book it in for Thursday. But as Beth literally got off the phone, the estate agent was outside the house, and he said, oh, do you want to come in? So we were like, oh, absolutely.
So we viewed that one, and then we viewed one just over the road, which was lovely as well.
Yeah.
And
now we're very conflicted.
Now we're in a predicament because we're like, what do we do? We've got some viewings booked in Manchester next week.
It's definitely thrown a spanner in the works, hasn't it?
It has. Yeah. So we're going to take you along with us on this journey of finding our first home, whether that be Newcastle or Manchester.
Yeah.
We've already written our lists of pros and cons of both cities.
Definitely does help.
But I think we've got some big decisions to make.
We do. Exciting times.
So just to give you a little bit of context, obviously me and Connor had ideas of moving to Manchester. I know I mentioned it in the previous clip, but we ended up viewing a house in Newcastle, loved it. So we're currently in the process of kind of trying to view properties and decide what's going to be the best fit for us. Today is Saturday, and on Tuesday we're actually going to Manchester and we're going to be viewing some properties. So I'm going to take you along with us to have a look at some apartments and just bring you along on this journey of us finding our first home, whether that be a house or an apartment, whether that be in Newcastle or Manchester, and I'm super excited. So we're on our way to Manchester. Don't be alarmed by Connor.
Naked!
He's sat in the car with his top off because I get cold and he gets boiling.
Right, yeah, can we just say it's a nice sunny day anyway.
Ooh.
And then Beth has got the heating blasted on her feet because her feet gets dead cold, and I'm just sweating. She's like, oh, why don't you take a jumper off? And I was like, do you know what? Do you know what I am? I'm going to do it. So
but you know what it is? I said it and he must have been thinking, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And then about 10 minutes later, off it comes.
Yeah.
Really sorry it's unsteady because I haven't got my little vlogging stick. But yeah, we're on our way to Manchester. We've got about 3 or 4 viewings?
Yeah, I think we've got 3 viewings, and then we're going to swing by the other place like I don't know, just be like, hi,
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah, we've got one that we haven't actually planned, but we want to see it. So we've got some like city centre viewings, and then we've got a few that are just outside of Manchester. So yeah, we've got some today, and then we've got a few next week, just to break it up. And I will try and show you as much as I can. So I showed you the house in Newcastle that we're seeing, and Connor really liked it, and I really liked it, but we think at the minute we're kind of weighing up the pros and cons, and we think that possibly Manchester could be the vibe for now.
Just for the time being.
Yeah. Obviously I love Manchester. I've been loads of times. Connor hasn't been as much as me, but what he has seen he does like, so I think it'll be nice just to get a bit of a feel for what we can get there. Obviously if we moved in Newcastle we would have a house, but if we're going to be in Manchester we're going to have an apartment. But yeah, it's exciting because it's going to be our first house together.
Woo!
And it'll just be amazing. It'll eventually have our own space. Like mine and Connor's relationship has been basically the whole of lockdown. We met just before lockdown, we had 2 dates, and then we were straight into lockdown. So we've been very lucky to have you know, somewhere to be, because obviously I live at home, Connor lives at home, and basically for the past God knows 6 months Connor's pretty much lived at my house, which is lovely jubbly, and love my family, but I think sometimes it gets a little bit cramped when everybody's big adults and we need to move out now, especially because Connor's really messy. So yeah, it'll be like a big change for me because I'm so close to my family, and I've always lived in Newcastle. I mean, I lived in Marbella for a little while and I moved out for a bit when I was younger, but for the majority of my life I've lived in Newcastle, so it's exciting, but it's a bit nerve-wracking as well. Is it nerve-wracking or wrecking?
Nerve-wracking.
No, nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will show you. We've got all our little goodies there because we're eating healthy because we went to the gym yesterday. Connor was in his element, so we've got our little meal prep vibe there. I mean, Manchester's got so many banging food places as well, but this is what happens when your boyfriend's a personal trainer and an online coach. I'll try and show you as much of each apartment as I can, but obviously depending on what like the estate agent's like or whatever, they might be a bit funny, but I'm doing it on my phone so I can be a little bit sly about it and hopefully show you and bring you along on this journey with us. Where
We're in Manc.
and it's a lovely sunny day for the occasion. So we're on the way to the next viewing. Feels weird to have a handbag. Connor really liked the first one. Connor, I think it's round here. But I think I'm gonna love this one. I think Connor is too. So, thoughts on The last apartment that we just looked
It was stunning, to be fair. Kind of reminded me of like New York style, like penthouse suite kind of vibe. Was very nice, and we're moving in next week.
Scores out of 10?
That's like a 9 out of 10.
9?
10.
Woo!
So,
There we go.
how about you?
We've got 2 apartments left to view today. And then how many have we got for next week?
Only the one booked in so far, but probably we'll book in more.
For me, that was definitely a solid 9.5 out of 10. So we have now viewed 3 and we're very conflicted.
They've all been really nice, to be fair, so far.
I just had to cut a bit out because Connor just like said the address, and I just find them hilarious because I'm like, you just don't tell the whole internet where you
You can
live.
all come along, it's fine.
But like the city centre one, like in Deansgate, is definitely like up there. Beautiful, amazing, we'll love it. We always loved it from the beginning when we said Manchester. The other one was just a little bit out of Manchester. I wasn't as keen on that. Connor liked it. And the other one was about 10 minutes out, and yeah, really liked that as well, but obviously it's a bit further out, so
Lots of choices.
lots of things to think about, and I think we'll probably end up coming back next week to have a look at some more that we've scheduled, because there's a couple we couldn't see today. So sorry, I just wish I had my little vlogging stick. Going to be a few more that we're going to come back and see next week, so I'll decide whether I'm going to edit this vlog and put it up, or whether I'll wait and include those as well. But I'm so tired because I'm so like, I don't know, like I'm just overthinking everything. So it's kind of by the looks of it. But